Justin Emerson, Las Vegas Sun. We talked a little bit about, Colin Miller. I mean, how nice was it to see him get on the scoreboard today?
Yeah, I know he was real happy, and we were real happy to see the goal go in, especially a big power play goal and a big shot from the point. So he's hit about 7 goal posts this year, so definitely good for his confidence and good for our team.
Ken Bolke, Vegas. Can you just assess your goalie's performance today, and then do you think he earned himself a start tomorrow?
He played outstanding today. He was probably the first star in the game. I have no idea, but he was great and played real good. And we'll see how it is tomorrow morning. We'll decide probably after I talk to you guys in the morning. But no, we'll see. And like I said, usually it's we're not going to do that, but we'll see where it goes. We'll talk about it and see how things go in the morning.
How pleased were you with Daniel Carr's performance, especially at the defensive end of the ice?
Yeah, I thought he did a good job. He worked hard and competed hard, and he got pucks out, and that line had a couple of real good shifts in the offensive zone too, so they did their job real well, and I thought he skated good.
Ed Graney, Review Journal. Colin afterwards talked about he signed the big deal, Nate was suspended, and subconsciously he kind of admitted he didn't know, but he might have been pressing a little in a different spot. Did you see that from him? And now that Nate's back, do you think he can kind of get back into maybe a mode of last year?
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it adjusted all our defensemen because they all played in different roles when Nate was out. So everybody's sort of in their spots now, and they're playing pretty well, and they're confident. And Colin's a big part of our group. Last year he had a real good season. He was solid, and that's why he got a pretty good deal, a long-term deal. And we like what he brings. He just wasn't scoring goals right now until tonight, and but we know they're going to come because he shoots the puck real well, and he's a good power play guy. So we like the game that he played, but we like it when he's getting a few points and goals too.
Jesse Granger with The Athletic. Reeves and Carrier are first and second in the league in hits. Have you had lines like that before? And kind of what does that do when you've got 2 guys that are both looking for hits out there?
Yeah, no, they're a very, very effective line. I mean, they got some big goals for us this year, and obviously when you got guys like that can skate and finish checks in the forecheck and create chaos in the offensive zone, they get opportunities to score, and they've been real good. And we played 24 games, and there's very few nights we come in the coach's room and said, they weren't that good tonight. They play hard, they work hard, and they're a good chemistry line for us.
David Shane, Review Journal. Nate had mentioned to us about how maybe you guys have to learn to win some more games, 3-2, 2-0, 2-1. Is that maybe the team starting to learn that that's its identity a little bit
Well, I'd
this
like
year?
to win 5-1, but
Colin said the same thing.
We'll take the 2-1 wins. And no, I thought we played a real good game. I mean, when we got the second goal tonight, I thought we had a little letdown, and we started letting Calgary come to us a little bit and with that push. But you got to keep playing the same way. I mean, we played a real good, solid hockey game tonight, but I thought for 5 or 6 minutes we let Calgary come towards us, and when we made it 2-0, and we can't play like that. You got to play the same way, and you got to play solid hockey and smart hockey and keep pucks going forward.
Gary Lawless, Vegas Golden Knights. When you put the Arizona game and this game together, is that the best 125 minutes? Like you talk about consistency, is that the best back-to-back pair of games?
I think it is, Gary. I mean, I can't remember the whole season, but I really think it is. We played the good, solid hockey. We didn't give up a whole lot, and well, I shouldn't say we didn't give up a whole lot. Our goalie was really good tonight. He made 3 or 4 real good saves. So we didn't give up a ton of shots, but he played real well in the net. So I was happy with the performance for the last 125 minutes or whatever it is.
Do a few more, Chris, Ken, and then Joe.
Chris Chapman, Fox Sports Radio. Your second line has really elevated their play since Cody Eakin has kind of joined those guys. Do you feel that the team plays as well as that line plays? Because it seems when that line plays really good, your team plays really good.
I don't see that. I mean, obviously it's happened lately because they've been playing real well the last number of games. So, I mean, that line's been mixed up a little bit because of injuries this year with the Holland and the Stastny, obviously. So, I think there's good chemistry there. I think there's good work ethic there, and I really like the way they're playing. But I don't think they're sort of running our team. I think our fourth line has been real good for our team, and they cause that excitement and passion hockey, and they get us going some nights. So, but that line's been real good.
The last 120 minutes have been some of your better defensive games. What's the difference in your mind, or what do you attribute it to compared to the previous 30, which were rough?
Come on. Not previous.
The ones in Calgary.
The third one, you mean? Yeah. I thought you meant the whole season.
The 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I just think we, you know what, you have some of those stinker games, and you gotta put them behind you. I mean, we weren't happy, nobody was happy. Obviously, coaches weren't happy with the way we came out in that game, but the last two, you know, there's some urgency in our game, and I think we're finding our game, and, you know, you guys talked about Nate Smith, a lot's important to our team, and he's really important to our group, and I think it makes us a lot better team, and when we can come out and throw, you know, the defense at you like that and play the game that we play all the time, we're a good team. If we don't play that game, then you're going to see what happens certain nights that we don't play the same style, but if we continue to play our game the way we played it the last two nights, we'll have a lot more wins than we got right now.
Coach, Joe Payne, Las Vegas Advisor. Did you think the Calgary fans were taking a little bit of too much of liberty with your plays? Is that why you put Reeves on in the last couple of seconds of the game?
Did Reeves play regular all night tonight?
He did, but I was just wondering why. Okay.
There's no liberties. I mean, there's a couple shoving matches. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, nobody, it's not like back in my day when we played. There was a couple of face washes, big deal. But they had a couple of guys on the ice, and I just made sure nothing happened with their guys. So I wasn't going to put Marchessault's line out there, that's for sure. But nothing happens, you know. The guy